Okay, Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Today, inshallah, we are going to complete our talk about the macro analysis. In the first chapter, we talk about the history of the roots of macroeconomics, and today we are going to complete the talk. In this chapter, or in the first chapter, talks about the circular flow diagram, and we will derive the multipliers of the fiscal multiplier. The fiscal policy multiplier includes the government expenditures multiplier, the balanced budget multiplier, the tax multiplier. So, as we mentioned in the principles of macroeconomics, in the economy, we have four sectors: the government, the household, and the business. Here we have the government, for instance, and here we have the households. Here we have the business, investment, the business sector, and here the rest of the world. There is an interaction between these two or these four sectors. The government deals with the investors. They support the suppliers and they get taxes. So the relation taxes, and they get taxes and they give them subsidies. The relationship between the government and here the relationship between the household and the investors, they provide the business sector with employees, and they get salaries. The relationship between the households and the government, they pay taxes and get transfer payments. There is a rest of the world when they export, when the country exports and imports, they have to pay taxes for the government, the import taxes, import tariff. And here's the relationship between these four sectors. Now, we are gonna discuss in detail way the relationship between these four sectors in the economy. So let's begin with the a simple economy with no government. Simple economy with no government. And the simple economy with no government, here we have in this very simple economy, we will assume that we have two sectors: the household sector plus the business sector. In the household sector, we are going to talk about the consumption. Household sector represents the consumption. The business sector represents the investment. So, the in the very simple economy, Y, or the aggregate expenditures, includes the expenditures for the household plus the expenditures for the private sector. What about the aggregate supply? Or the aggregate income? Includes the household plus saving. The aggregate income is allocated into two parts: the consumption and saving. Now, let's go to the equilibrium. The equilibrium occurs in the economy or before the consumption function C equals A plus beta Y. When there is no government, no fiscal policy, no taxes, no transfers, C equals A plus beta Y. The government consumption, the aggregate expenditures equals C plus I. The aggregate supply in this economy equals C plus saving. The equilibrium in this economy occurs when aggregate demand, this is the aggregate expenditure, which is the aggregate demand. Aggregate demand equals aggregate supply. At equilibrium, aggregate demand C plus I must equal C plus saving. So subtracting C with C, at equilibrium in the economy, I must equals saving. This is when we talk about the very simple economy with no government. At equilibrium, investment equals saving. And this is the consumption function. The consumption function, C equals A plus beta YD. Okay, we will expand the model here. We will add the government to the formulas. Here we are talking about the simple economy with no government. This is the model. Right. We will add the government to the model. In the closed economy with government, which means that we talk about the economy under the closed. There is no interaction, no exporting, no importing. In the closed economy, the aggregate expenditures equals C plus I. Aggregate expenditure equals C plus I plus government expenditures. The aggregate supply equals C plus saving plus taxes, because the income, the Y here, Y equals C plus S plus taxes. Here also the aggregate supply, we can name it is Y. Y equals C plus saving. At equilibrium, Y equals aggregate expenditures. So C plus S plus taxes must equal C plus I plus G. Subtracting C with C, at equilibrium, saving plus taxes equals I plus government expenditures. This is what? This is or this occurs at equilibrium. So, and this is injection. That's called injection. And here is the leakages out of a spending stream. Tamam. Now, the third part, when there is an open economy with the government, open economy with the government. In the open economy with the government, the aggregate expenditures, the aggregate demand, C plus I plus G plus X minus M. Y equals C plus S plus taxes. At equilibrium, The left side equals the left side, the right side must equal the right side. So C plus I plus G plus X minus M must equal this side, C plus S plus T. So subtracting C with C, at equilibrium, I plus G plus X minus M equals S plus T. Let's transfer the imports here to the left side. بصير عندنا I plus G plus X must equal S plus T plus M. This is, or this occurs at equilibrium. At equilibrium, these are injections. Injection means عوامل حقن. Here, the leakages out of spending stream. So here in this economy, or we have three types of equilibrium. In general, the equilibrium occurs when aggregate demand equals aggregate supply or aggregate income. We have three models. The first model occurs when there is the simple economy with no government. The equilibrium occurs when investment equals saving. We expanded the model, we added the government to the economy. The equilibrium occurs when S plus T equals I plus G. And the third model, the expanded model, when there is an open economy with a government, the equilibrium occurs when the injection equals leakages out, and in investment I plus G plus X equals S plus T plus imports. تمام. طيب, let's go to analyze the consumption function. وقف شوي.